Hey, winds are down to about 120. Course looks good.
There you go. Oh yeah, there's your eye wall. Look at that. I see stars, baby.
Inside the eye of Typhoon MEGI, at night, calm inside. Glimpses of the moon above. Lightning flashes etch the eye wall. This video taken yesterday by a team from the Naval Research Laboratory in Monterey, California that flew into the eye from here on Guam. Scientist Bob Creasy was aboard the flight when it broke through into the eye.
It was in like a big tube, and you could look straight up to the top, and at the top was the moon. And the moon was kind of shining down on this thing, and very low light though, and then lightning occasionally would flash, and you would have this lightning on one side, lightning on the other, and you'd make out all these fine details. And then we started just circling around on the inside, and it was just breathtaking.
Flying through the storm to get into the eye, though, was the tough part.
You finally hit the max winds right at the edge of the eye wall, and it starts getting really bumpy, but only lasts for, there was a bit of that. I had my mouse on my computer. It went airborne up about a foot or so. You catch it, and then you just keep going.
The team from Monterey Naval Graduate School has been on Guam since August, camped out in this operations center at the Marriott Hotel, and flying C-130s out of Anderson. They didn't come to track MEGI. Project leader Dr. Peter Black says they just happened to be here when the storm formed.
The intensification continued after the first flight throughout the day and into the next day, so that those 120-mile-per-hour winds that we measured increased to 190 knots, which was about 210. So it was another doubling almost of the wind speed in less than a day. And that ranks, I think, 10th or 11th most intense storm ever in the Pacific.
This team from the Naval Graduate School was actually here to work on a project called ITOP, which stands for Interaction of Typhoons over the Pacific. MEGI was the perfect laboratory for the focus of their study.
The reason we're coming out here is to find out how the ocean contributes to the intensification of tropical cyclones and typhoons in the Western Pacific in particular. They undergo these very rapid intensity changes, and we don't know exactly how or why. So it's purpose of the project to get more information, to study the physical processes of how that happens.
And the storm was more than a scientific venture because the team was able to provide real-time data to meteorological agencies in the Philippines, the U.S., and elsewhere, which helped in forecasting the track of the storm.
Well, the beauty of this work, from my point of view, has always been we know that we're doing a lot of good right away. It's like you get your instant gratification from knowing you're helping mankind a little by helping to mitigate the impact by giving better warnings to people through the observations that go into the models, crank out better forecasts. We were very lucky to have been in the right place at the right time with this particular case.
Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.
Oh, it's just beginning.